Hello my nail friends and welcome back to Dippin' with Carolina. Today we are going to do a vertical ombre and a glitter placement. So stay tuned. I'm going to start off with alcohol, and I do this because I have builder gel on my nails. I'm going to link a video up above, and I want to remove all the oils and dirt. Next I go in with UNT Peel Base, which is a removal aid, and it helps pop off my manicure rather than me soaking off an acetone or drilling down to the color. I apply one full coat to each nail. Then I'm going in with a beautiful color from Risen Legacy called Sub-Zero. It's like a blurple, a blue and a purple. It's got purple fine glitters and then blue chunky holographic glitters. It's so unique, and it's a part of her winter collection, which can be purchased separately or as a collection. I'm going to apply this color on my middle finger, and I always lay my glitter flat. I put my nail flat into the glitter. I go around, and then after that has set for about 10 or so seconds, I lightly start patting, but look at how flat that laid. It barely needed any patting, and I really think it has to do with the fine glitters. I messed up a little bit, so you're going to see me just patch it up. No big deal. If that ever happens to you, you can either place the glitters or patch them up as I did. After that has set, I'm going to brush off the excess and go in for my second coat. Again, I go around the full nail, and then I'm going to dip flat into my glitter. I go around my cuticle again, and then I press it down flat. So the next color I'm going in with is VIP Status from Sparkle & Co. and it's from their recent sub bag this last month in December. It's a beautiful blurple color, and unfortunately you can only get it if you are a sub bag member. I'm going to apply this to my pointer finger and my thumb. I'm going to apply 2 full coats of this color. It's a beautiful color. It applied beautifully. Now the color I'm going to choose on my ring finger and pinky, I thought it was going to be a little bit more blue toned, but it basically ended up turning out the exact same color. So they're basically dupes for one another. I think if I did 3 dips on my pinky nail and on my ring finger, then it would definitely look like the same color. Now, if you noticed, I poured over my powder. Unfortunately, my nail is starting to get a little too long for the smaller jars, but I did notice that if I pour a little bit out and then just lay my finger flat by picking up the jar, it helps. I feel with the pour over method, I might not get all the corners and edges like I do by laying my finger flat into the powder. But that's the whole beauty of doing your nails at home and the dip powder method. You can do it how you want, and it still ends up looking like anyone else's. And you can do your own techniques, your own methods, and you still end up with a great manicure. I ended up getting a little ridge in my nail, so a trick I've learned is to start patting that ridge. It'll squeeze out the excess liquid underneath. I might have added a little bit too much liquid, and the powder was not completely flat and level. I'm going in next with Eye Gel's What's Your Purpose, which is a beautiful blurple, and it also basically looks very similar to the pointer and thumb finger. When my swatches were together, it didn't look like that, but clearly they are. It looks a little lighter now, but once I add a second coat, and if I definitely added a third coat, you wouldn't be able to tell that they are 2 different colors. This texture of a powder was a little interesting. It was almost like a jelly color. It was a little see-through, like a sea glass crystal color. It was really pretty, and it really looked nice with 1 coat. I'm going to do 2 coats on both fingers. Remember to brush off the excess between coats. No matter the color or the glitter, texture, whatever, I always recommend encapsulating in clear. It protects your color from buffing and filing, and it also protects your glitters from being scratched from buffing and filing. I do 1 coat of clear on each finger. So just veg out and stay tuned for the vertical ombre. After I'm done encapsulating, I like to take a stiff makeup brush in order to remove all the excess powder that didn't adhere and is not needed. Then I'm going to take my activator and apply 2 coats to each and every nail. Activator is what stops the adhesion process and prepares your nail surface to be buffed and filed. Now I have filed and buffed off camera, and now we are getting to the vertical ombre. I'm using Sub-Zero, which is the same color that's on my middle finger, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint 3/4 of my nail closest to the glitter. I don't want any on the one side, so that's why I only paint 3/4. Then what I do is I hold my brush like a knife with my pointer finger on top. I pick up a little bit of the powder, and then what I do is I tap it on. I'm going to do the same thing on this hand, but the opposite direction. So I'm going to use it like a knife and pick it up and scoop and tap. It's very simple once you get the hang of it. Then I use a fluffy makeup brush to remove any excess dip powder. And now what I'm going to do is a glitter placement. So I'm going to paint a little bit of the base on, and then I'm going to take a cuticle stick and get the tip just a little bit saturated with the product, and I'm going to place the glitter where I want it. If you find your cuticle stick is dry and does not want to pick up any more glitter, just make it a little bit more wet. And then you just simply place the glitters exactly where you want them. I recently made an order to C&D Designer Dips on Etsy, and they threw in this freebie glitter, which is perfect for Valentine's Day. It's a beautiful blue iridescent heart, and I'm taking it along my cuticle stick, and I'm forming it around the cuticle stick to make it curved, as my nail is curved and not flat like the glitter. This will help it lay more flat on my nail. So what I did was put a little bit of base, because essentially it's super glue, and I placed the glitter exactly where I wanted it to go. After pressing it down and holding it down, I let it dry. Now, rather than encapsulating it in clear, I'm just going to put a layer of base over it, as if it were clear, because it's going to dry with a layer over it. So you won't feel the glitter, and you won't feel the glitter nail, the pinky. And then I let that sit for 2 to 5 minutes to allow it to dry. Once activator touches it, it's going to dry immediately. So this is what it looks like. And after that has dried, we are going to go in with activator. I apply activator to all my nails and let that dry for 2 minutes, as dip, top coat, and activator work hand in hand. And they are also time sensitive. So set a timer, wait 2 minutes, and then apply your 2 layers of top coat. Now we are going in with Risen Legacy top coat, and I'm going to apply 2 coats of that to each nail. First, I'm going to apply 1 coat to all of the nails, and then I'm going to go in for a second coat. And last but not least, I always like to finish up my manicures with some cuticle oil to replenish any of the moisture that I lost during the process. So I'm going in with Scales of a Mermaid, not your basic vanilla, which is a beautiful vanilla scent with a little hint of peppermint. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your day. Please like and subscribe for more content like this in the future. Bye guys!